Welcome back to Hannity. So in the wake of the Bergdahl prisoner swap, members of his platoon had the courage to come out and share their stories about the details surrounding, well, his desertion back in 2009, as they say it. And since that time, the Obama White House has done everything they can possibly do and try and discredit these brave men. Take a look.
They did not expect this backlash on Bergdahl himself. I've had a few aides describe it to me as we didn't know that they were going to swift boat Bergdahl.
Swift boat Bergdahl. Joining me now to react to that much more, author of, remember this, back when John Kerry was running for president, Unfit for Command, Swift boat Vets for Truth. Anyway, John O'Neill is back with us. John, welcome back. Good to see you.
Thank you, Sean. You know, it's deja vu all over again. As Yogi Berra said, I remember sitting and watching Saigon fall, Sean, and not only thinking of the people that died with us to try and free that country, but watching literally the people that helped us getting executed by the communists. And now we sit, and in Mosul, I'm sure that these kids that fought there not only remember their friends that died there, but they're literally watching the people that believed in our country get beheaded, either on the run or being executed. So it's singularly good to be on your show right now, because I've seen it all before. It even has the same characters like John Kerry,
so John
who was
Kerry,
a hawk.
John Kerry came back from Vietnam and smeared his fellow troops. And then when he was running for president, you guys got together, you served with him, and he accused you of atrocities and you know, putting electric cables to people's genitals and Genghis Khan, to use his phrase, et cetera, et cetera. And you said, no, that's not true. And you guys told the truth about him. What happened to you guys for speaking the truth? If I remember, you guys were slandered.
Completely, Sean. My house was picketed. My daughter's wedding was picketed until we picketed John Kerry's house, and then everything mysteriously vanished. My wife was called, my wife who's now dead, and they would fire a gun into the phone. And so it was complete intimidation. I have a lot of feeling for these guys in Bergdahl's platoon. They've come forward and told the truth. They're they were in a bait and switch operation. It turns out the government's abandoning all the things that they sacrificed a year for. They come back to the United States and it runs a phony VA program. They can't even get health care. And when they come forward and tell the truth, then they're slandered by lightweights in the Department of State. By Kerry, who was a hawk on Iraq and strongly advocated going in there.
You know, it's interesting. You watch this, but they all said he's a deserter or worse. They told the story, but the White House told us a different story, that he served with honor and distinction. Why do you think they, like the State Department, questioning their character, veracity, integrity, et cetera, why do you think they're doing that? Is it because their narrative was blown out of the water and they're embarrassed that they lied to the American people and were exposed as lying?
They can't live with the truth, Sean. What they've done here, this Bergdahl deal, this is the kind of thing people will discuss for 50 years. And military people will discuss, and they'll remember the betrayal of it. What the Bergdahl deal does, trading Bergdahl, a deserting private, for 5 generals, it says to the Afghans, you mean nothing to us. We're going to desert you. It says to the military guys in Afghanistan, we're pulling out, we're losing, we're betraying you. This was a bait and switch. That's what it says. It is a disaster, a disastrous breach of faith. People will talk about it. It is truly a day of infamy in the United States. And I can tell you that all people that I've met in the military feel exactly the same way. They cannot believe that Kerry has managed to push this through, and the Department of State.
All right, John, thanks so much for being with us. Sorry to hear about your wife, by the way. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.